Hey guys, this is Kingsterdam. Welcome to another lesson. This is lesson 3 of the golden strategy of Kingsterdam. Today we are going to look at the breakout strategy. I call it King's breakout strategy because this is something I found out in my own um, in all these years, right? And some of the people use, some other traders use breakout strategies, which is, in my opinion, only have 50% of winning rate, right? But the breakout strategy that I use have minimum 80% of winning rate. So, yeah, and how do I use it? I don't use the strategy, King's breakout strategy, just like that. Most of the time I use it with multiple confirmations. Sometime I don't use it with any other confirmation but just only the breakout. um, to understand it better, let's go into the lesson, and always use Elliott waves and RSI and histogram, MACD histogram, uh, to yeah use that to get any trace. Yeah, guys. So the markets move according to Elliott waves, just like this. Or let me go to another color. Yes, this is more visible, I guess. Yeah, guys. So the Elliott waves, right? We have, uh, yeah, I have teach you guys about finding the top and bottom, right, in the other lesson. Yeah, so in this case, the Elliott waves going 1, 2, 3, right? And in some other case, Elliott waves move like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. In some other case, Elliott waves move like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In some other case, Elliott waves move like this and double bottom. In some other case, the Elliott waves move just like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Truncated waves, and then goes down or making a channel or whatever. Yeah, I always like the Elliott waves like this or like this, or some extended waves just like this and this and this, and that extended waves have also 3 waves just like this, right? So I always like to enter at the top, short at the top. In that case, sometimes we can't uh, take the bottom or the top, right? So that's why we use this King's breakout strategy. And also when retracement happen and there is no volume, um, there's not such a volume or something like that, um, and ABC happen like this: A, B, C, or let's say C or C, just like this, right? Always use the histogram divergence and RSI divergence along with this strategy, because the waves move just like this. So the trend line have to be just like this, right? This is how I use um, the King's breakout strategy. In this case, Elliott waves make this could be A, B, C, right? And sometimes, yeah, this is C wave. Sometimes it's make only double bottom and then goes out. goes up, and that's why we use this kind of breakout strategy. We can't always find the top and bottom, and sometimes it's very difficult to find the bottom if the alien waves make double bottom or truncated waves and stuff. So in that case, we can use this breakout strategy, which is very helpful, because when you use the breakout strategy, this breakout strategy, you have to look at the RSI as well, because the RSI gives you the sign, right? Let's say coming down and down and like this. In this case, you can clearly see there is there's some momentum going on, right? And lower low going on, and in histogram, um, in histogram you have to see if it is coming from the bottom. Yeah, this kind of movement going on in histogram, and then it started to like ticking upwards, just like this divergence, right? So use this strategy with kind of divergence going on with histogram and RSI. In that case, you have a lot of chance to make 19% of the time winning trades, definitely. And also, if the market is moving up, just like, let me delete this. When I don't use this multiple confirmation, is the second case. In this case, this is more like a retracement or something. All right. So what we are going to do is always have to look for the candles, right? Candles move just like this, and then again, and then again, and then it comes down. Right? In this case, you have to look for some breakout, right? Always make sure, in this case, I have to throw it right. Always make sure that body of the last candle, right? This support line, the last candle, the body of the candle have to be the half outside, or maybe fully outside, right? This is the second case. Of the other one is simple, using the RSI and histogram divergence. This one, you don't have any multiple confirmations. So yeah, in this case, you see the body is closed below the trend line, and then it is going to retest, right? Here, I enter the trade always here in this retest. In this retest, I always enter the trade, and this is how, how it works. Simple, simple as that. Nothing, right? Always make sure the candle closed below the trend line, because if it is not closed, it can also be a wick, and it goes all the way up and close here and keep going on. So in that case, it's not a that's not a winning trade, right? So make sure, wait, always have the patient. And yeah, if you are taking a trade, right, you need to have a lot of patience, otherwise you will end up only in losing trade. So make sure the candle body closed below the trend line, and then retest it. In some cases, um, it close below the trend line and it never do a retest and keep going down and down and down. Yeah, in that case you missed trade. But yeah, who care if you missed the trade, right? All we need is, according to our strategy and plan, some winning trades. So in that case, you always have to use this strategy with plan and risk management, and never enter the trade just like this and here, or uh, yeah, just like you see, all right, here is a brick, so I'm going to enter the trade because it is yeah, it is going to break out or something like that. Never do that, never do that. Always have patience and always wait for the candle body close. And if it is closing below this trend line and going to retest, that's the place. But yeah, always, sometimes it will retest and goes yeah, goes again up, right? And why it is going up? Because of the momentum. If you trade in a coin, by example, for example, what is that coin gold? Binance coin is keep going on and going on, right? Because of the coin board. So in that case, if something is match bullish, right, and keep going on, you can use the other lesson one or lesson two to catch the bottom or top or retracements. Mm, yeah. So in the so yeah, this is how it works, guys. And always make, after making 10 trades and after writing the 10 trades on the Excel sheet, you can start to use the, the strategy. Um, in many cases, I use the first strategy, just like combining with RSI and histogram. In that case, that works a lot for me. And always make sure this one, yeah, this one need no other confirmation than only the retest. So when you use this strategy, always make sure um, you do a back test and read a back test and live test with small amounts, and write them, write, make 10 trades, at least 10 trades, uh, to um, yeah, to come to a conclusion what it is all about, and write all the 10 trades in the Excel sheet to understand how the winning rate is. All right, now let's go and let's go and check this in multiple coins, how these things works, right? That's how the backtest start. Backtesting is something that you have to do on daily basis as a day trader, um, because yeah, backtesting only give you more and more knowledge and confidence, um, yeah, to test any strategy or to make any trades. Never be happy if you make a trade but it is not according to the strategy, but you have won the trade. Never be happy, um, and also never feel bad when you make a losing trade using a proper strategy. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work, guys. That's how that's how day trading is. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. um, and now we are going to look at the momentum, look at the uh, places where the strategy works very well and where it is not working, right? So uh, as I have told you guys, right, This is FTM coin, Phantom. You guys see clearly, Phantom is a very good coin, my favorite coin. Yeah, the breakout, right? All you need to do is simply, you are going to draw, uh, simply draw a trend line, right? In this case, you see clearly, not the first one, second one already, sorry, second one already closed above the trend line, and it comes all the way, yeah, all the way down and touch the trend line. At the same time, if you see the uh, the RSI is making upwards movements, and the histogram is sticking upwards, right? So this is how you combine the strategy to make the trade. So in this case, if you enter the trade here, you can just make 3% like that. It can be a more, like it keeps going on, sometimes it goes and sometimes not. But I always use 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. So for me, as a scalper day trader, I take the trade here and close the trade here, and then, yeah, situation one is happen, and then again you see this trend line, right? Yeah, it's breaking up, but didn't touch the trend line. So yeah, in this case, this is a missing trade, or this is not even a missing trade. It doesn't retest it. So yeah, who cares? And let's go and check the another trend. So in this case, you guys see RSI. This is very clear, right? You don't need much information to take this trade. RSI is ticking down and down. You can't, you miss the bottom, right? You can't find the bottom. You miss the bottom, and you miss this bottom. You don't know how to take this bottom, right? According to Elliott waves, yeah. In that case, the breakout strategy, King's breakout strategy, helps, because there's already, right, already the bottoms are rejected with a lot of wicks, and you see a big green candle, and that shows there is a lot of bullish momentum started, right? So in this case, it is going up, and the first candle goes up but didn't close above the trend line. So in this case, you are not going to do anything and wait for this next candles comes all the way down, right? But it is going to close the candle above the trend line, and then again it comes all the way down and retested here. It is even came back here, but that doesn't matter. You can end the trade here. So yeah, candle closed above the trend line. Histogram is ticking up, right? And RSI is making a great moves just like this. So in this case, you know this is going up. So this is how you use this strategy, right? Yeah, this is my favorite uh, strategy when combined with histogram and RSI. I use I always use multiple confirmation. In some other cases, the second one that I teach you guys is this kind of movement, right? Look, see, in this case, the candle didn't close below the trend line, but another candle came all the way down and going up. This is how you measure measure. Um, this is how you use the strategy. Never do it with FOMO. Always wait for the confirmations with the candle closing, and you see the same momentum happening here, right? Yeah, the candle, the half of the body closed um, above the trend line, and another one have retested and flied and make 3%. In this case, it is even coming back, and that's the second chance to enter the trade. It is even coming back, and the RSI, the histogram ticking upwards. That's how you make another 6% of winning. So yeah, guys, that's FTM. So let's go and watch some other, yeah, BTC maybe, Bitcoin. So how do you um, find some good trades in BTC? Oh yeah, exactly. When come to this strategy, guys, I use a lot of 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes, it's very powerful for this strategy, in my opinion. And 30 minutes. Second one is 30 minutes. I use it also in 3 minutes. 3 minutes uh, is also for me a great, yeah, great one. Um, but most likely 15 minutes I use this strategy. But yeah, if it is 15 minutes, it takes longer to, yeah, close the body, and you have to have a lot of patience. But you can also, the favorite time frame for this strategy is 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minute, 10 minute, and 15 minute, and 30 minute, and 1 hour. All right, let's go and look at look at the breakouts, right? In this case, the candle closed above the trend line, and it came all the way down to retest, and then it flies, boom. So yeah, again and again you have to backtest it, and again in this case, histogram ticking down, or side is not overboard or something. But let's go to 50 minutes. That will give you a better yeah. So all right, guys. So yeah, the price is going down and down and down, and then again you can't find the bottom, right? Or you can definitely find the bottom using my lesson one, right? About exactly near the 618 region. Yeah, that's 1 2 3 4 5. So that's not hard, but when you miss the bottom, you have to enter the trade with this strategy. So let's go and see. Yeah, it closed above the trend line and came back to retest it. And look at the histogram, it's ticking upwards, right? It's ticking, going up. And the RSI, yeah, definitely upwards. And how do you use the strategy in this case? This case, you don't have to, yeah, look for another confirmation, yeah, and just wait for the candle close below the trend line and retest. There will be some uh, failed breakout, fake breakout, and I am finding a good example for the fake breakout, but I can't find. So yeah, this is how you backtest the strategy, and always use it with the same conditions that I apply when I use this, when to use this, right? So yeah, it's broke out and again retested going up. Again, things keep going and going, and we don't know how to trade that, right? Simply make a trend line, right? Yeah, the candle closed uh, below the trend line and again goes up and ticking, retesting back and coming down. Look at the RSI is showing divergence. Look at the RSI showing divergence. Look at the histogram showing divergence. So this is how you when you combine the RSI and histogram together with this trend line, you have a lot of chance of winning rate. I'm looking for some fake breakout. Sometimes I make losing trade with it because yeah, sometimes it doesn't work. But when you use this with RSI histogram and even with Elliott wave, exactly, Elliott wave is the most important thing you guys know about the lesson one. When you use this strategy with the Elliott wave together, there are a lot of chances. And yeah, in this case, if you miss the bottom, yeah, then you enter the trade just like this. Closed 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 above the half of the body of the candle, closed above the trend line, retested here, and flying boom. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys understand this lesson and do your back test, and always make sure your funds are safe, manage your risk, and don't take any trades just like that without having multiple confirmations, and always write down the results of the trade on Excel sheet. In that way you can review yourself and make um, more consistent profits. All right, guys, King signing out. See you again in the next lesson about the psychology of the day traders. All right, guys, I'm signing out. Bye bye.